All right, what's up, everybody? We're working on the AMG. So it actually did an issue to me that is actually pretty common on these cars. These, if for anybody that doesn't know, these use the 722.6 transmission, 5-speed, and they have a problem with, it's called the conductor plate, which is kind of like the circuit board inside the transmission, which when it goes bad, it'll cause different problems. Things like it'll throw it in a limp mode, second gear, third gear, you can't shift out. In my case, it kind of just like slips the gears and then it kind of just doesn't want to move. It just starts revving. Basically, drive becomes neutral, which is another common symptom of a bad conductor plate. So I already bought all the parts that are right there. So I'm going to go ahead and drain the oil out of it right now, and then we're going to rip the pan off, rip the valve body out, work, get everything hopefully done, and fix this damn car. All right, everybody, we're underneath that E55. You guys can see the beautiful long tube headers. We have I've actually went ahead and changed it from the ramps to the jack stands just because I lifted it a little bit more, so I have a little bit more space underneath here, and I just feel kind of more comfortable with the jack stand. So what we're about to do right now is I'm going to drain the oil out of the system, and then we're going to lower the oil pan so we can again drain the whole thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I know you record, right? Yep. Okay. Man, these jack stands are kind of in the way. All right, everybody, let's see what the hell's about to come out of here. Ooh, that's not good. Go. As you guys can see, it's pretty darkish, so I don't think this ever been changed. Lenny, go get the green thing too, just in case this overfills. It's slowing down, so I think we're good.
Okay.
Are you holding it up?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm holding it up.
Yeah. It's so slippery.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Is that all of them?
Okay. Yeah. Now.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let it go. Okay, hold on. Are you recording?
Yep.
All right, guys, there's the inside. This is the valve body. So on top of this is the conductor plate, which is the computer, which is our main culprit, I should say. So, yeah. So we have 4 bolts. So this is the...
It's recording. Go.
Okay, let's let it drain out. All right, everybody. So this is the filter. I have new filter, new gasket, new everything. So we're gonna have to... Oh my God, there's so much oil. This is such a messy job. We're gonna, when I take this off, it's gonna pour more oil into it. So what we're gonna do is, because that's gonna happen, obviously, we're gonna have to, you know, I don't want to get everything messy. Obviously, I have cardboard and everything. So yeah, and then we gotta rip the valve body out and replace the conductor plate, which is right on top. So it's not that bad of a job. It's just really messy. All right, everybody. So we got the valve body out, and I sort of didn't really film us taking it out just because there's so much oil. It's such a pain in the butt and mess, but this thing probably weighs at least like 10-20 pounds. So yeah, so this is the main culprit. This black circuit board thing, that's the conductor plate. That's what tends to go bad on these. And like I said, in my case, it would basically act as in neutral. It would slip, it wouldn't shift right, it would hesitate, kind of just BS like that. So this thing is our main culprit. And I have the brand new part from Mercedes in the box. That's the brand new conductor plate. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to changing it. I'm gonna let this drain. I'm in no rush, so I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. I already closed the bottom of the transmission, put the oil pan back in so no dirt gets in, and I'm gonna do it tomorrow just because it's freaking really hot. And what do you call it? I just want this to kind of drain out a little bit. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys as soon as we start changing this. I'm gonna videotape me removing it and all that. So yeah. All right, everybody. So a little change of plans. I know I said I was gonna do all this tomorrow, but the sun went down and it's not too bad right now. So we're gonna put it in tomorrow, but for right now I wanna take the plate off. So first things first is you remove, these are the solenoids right here, and I don't want to mess with these. I'm not going to touch them, but you have to remove these bolts right here because they do have to come out for the plate to come off the valve body, because they are in the valve body. So let me go ahead and just, oh, okay, oh, so they are on there pretty tight. Freaking flies everywhere. Very long bolt. This comes off. I'm gonna put it back. Put it right here. Oh, and they do come off. So I'm gonna put them exactly as I found them. So right here. That one goes right there. This one goes right here. Okay, like that. Next one we rip off. Oh my goodness. Can you help me? Can you hold it? Just hold it down, please. Okay. Here you go. Yeah, these are on there pretty well. I mean, they probably never have been off since, you know, the car's been, the car. Man, these flies are so annoying since it was new. So these have probably been on there since 2004. You got to consider the nastiness that came out of this transmission. Honestly, kind of worries me, the quality of the oil. So move these over, this over. Man, these flies are so annoying. What the heck? How are you supposed to take these out? Okay, we'll leave it for now. I'm gonna rip off these ones. There we go. Broke them loose. Let me actually get up for a second. So these go opposite of those. So I'm gonna put these right here. They go exactly like that. Then actually, let me get my phone so I can take a quick picture of them. Actually, no, we're good. Never mind. Oh my goodness, that one's on there. Oh, man, that was not easy to come off. Definitely not. Okay, so as far as I know, I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to get these out, but regardless, we'll be right back. All right, everybody, so it's the next day. I ended up taking the conductor plate, the old one, out last night. So what you do is you take off those bolts that I showed you guys, and then it just clips and it just pops off. So yeah, so this is the brand new one. Got this straight from Mercedes, and it actually goes on like this. Crazy enough. Let me make sure I don't want to put it in the wrong way, obviously. That's in on this side. What the hell? Alright, we'll get back to this once I put it in. Alright everybody, sorry for this weird angle, but that's the valve body in. We went ahead and put it in. We didn't really record it just because this thing is really freaking heavy. And I just wanted to make sure it was all in. I got all the bolts in right here. They're all bolted in. Looks good. We're about to put the filter in it. I just put the plug up here. That plug, which you guys should definitely also change if you're doing this valve body job. Change that plug. It's like 15 bucks. Those tend to leak a lot, so just go ahead and change it. There's no point of cheaping out. But yeah, we're about to put the oil pan on. Got a new gasket for it. I'm gonna plug in the harness and then put the oil in it, and then just hopefully cross our fingers it'll start and drive. All right everybody, we'll be right back. All right, what's going on everybody? I know this video isn't been the best or whatnot, so yeah, sorry about that, but this is my first time ever doing it, so I kind of wanted to focus more on doing and actually fixing this car than just filming. But we have finished. We closed the valve body up, closed the oil pan, brand new oil pan gasket, brand new filter, brand new plug, which like I showed you guys earlier when I was underneath it, brand new plug on the for the harness, because those have little rubber rings on them and they tend to leak a lot, and then the oil can get into the wires and go up into the TCU and just destroy everything. But that's new oil pan gasket, new filter, brand new oil, and new conductor plate. So hopefully we're gonna go drive it in a little bit. Hopefully it drives good and everything. Now we just got all this to clean up. So yeah, we're on cleanup detail right now. But yeah, so this isn't the end of the video. Like I said, we're gonna go drive the car, put it through its paces, make sure it shifts good, make sure it does everything the way it's supposed to, and hopefully we fixed it. Because if it's still doing the same problem, at that point I have no idea what it would be. Maybe transmission or something, I don't know. But I'm just hoping that we did end up fixing it, because from what I've seen online, the forums, and spoke to people that know about these cars, they told me that it's the conductor plate. That's the most common issue on these transmissions. These are solid transmissions. I mean, they tend to go forever, but the only issue is the conductor plate, and then that little, like I said, that little, you know, harness plug or whatever it is on the side. It's like 15 bucks. Those leak, and then the conductor plate goes bad and starts throwing it into lit mode, not wanting to drive, not wanting to do anything. So yeah, it's a bunch of, if you're having the same issues as me, it's most likely your conductor plate, hopefully, because I haven't driven the car yet. But I mean, I've put oil in it, fired up. You have to run through all the gears. So what you basically do is you put it in, you start it up, you wait 10 seconds in park, put it in reverse, wait 10 seconds for all the jackets and everything, for the clutch packs and everything to fill up. You put it in neutral, wait 10 seconds again, put it in drive, wait 10 seconds again, and then you put it in neutral, and then you just run through them again to make sure that all the clutch packs and everything get oil in them. And then you actually have to go buy this tool, because from the factory there's a dipstick, like a dipstick hole, but there's no actual physical dipstick. When you remove the little cap, there's nothing there. So you have to buy that dipstick. I bought it off Amazon for like 10 bucks. So you buy it, and that's the way you check your oil. It has two different settings, or two different levels on it. One of them says 25 degrees, which when you check that, the oil is supposed to be at that level, because when it's cold, it's all in the oil pan, so it's supposed to be there. When you check, and then when it gets up to 80 something degrees, you're supposed to check it again, and on the dipstick it actually has a thing that says 80 degrees. So then you check it. That's how you properly check the oil on these cars. On this one though, this is a 2007 E350, so it's facelifted. These don't have a dipstick, and they're much more complicated than the 722.6, which is in this car. This one uses the 722.6. This has the 722.9, which is still a good transmission. The only Achilles heel to this one is that when it starts having the same problems as this car has, the erotic shifting, all this BS, sometimes going to lit mode, not wanting to drive at all sometimes, you have to change the whole valve body in the conductor plate, because unlike the .6, the .9, it's one part. So it's one physical piece together, and the only way you could change it is I don't even think Mercedes actually sells it. I'm not too sure. I believe you have to take the car to Mercedes, because they change it and then they have to program it directly to the car. Not like this one where there's no programming required. This one actually has to be programmed. So all in all, I believe it costs like $2,500, $3,000 at the dealer to get it fixed and get it back to normal, which is stupid, because this one has the perfect system. Reliable transmission. I mean, yeah, it's not the fastest shifting, it's slow. It's still a torque converter transmission. Slow, but it's got, you know, it's, I mean, the part all in all, I'd say all in all, with oil filter, gaskets, the harness plug, and then the conductor plate, I'd say all in all, I'm about $350, maybe $300, because I bought everything to the dealer. And so yeah, I know I could have got it cheaper online, but I just went to the dealer, purchased everything that I needed for the car, and yeah, hopefully now it's all good and it works, because I want to drive my AMG. But yeah, like I said, this one, again, the .9 is a good transmission. It's a 7-speed. It is a good transmission. The only issue that it has is that the valve body or the conductor plate goes bad, and you can't change it like what I just did here. You actually have to take it to the dealer, and then they change it and rip your wallet a new one when they have to fix it. So yeah, that's the only downside to this one. But like I said, hopefully this one works good now. We're gonna go drive it after we clean all this mess up. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. This is not the end of the video. We're gonna go drive the car and see how it does. I mean, we fixed one thing, the transmission issue. I haven't driven the car yet, but I drove it up and down the driveway, and it goes into drive, so at least we know it moves. But now it's throwing some kind of coolant light, or now it wasn't when I tried checking it, and I let it run here for a while, and then it kind of started going overheating. The coolant light would like come on, come off, come on, come off, like every like 2 seconds. So I think there might be some air in the system, because when I first got the car, I flushed the system and there was water in it. So now I put coolant, but now there's water in it again. It's like mixed water and coolant. So I'm thinking that while I drove it this whole time and I had the car lifted all day yesterday, all day today, I think that one of the air pockets or whatever might have burst, and now it's, you know, maybe it's got air in it again or something. I don't know. But all I do know is that we're gonna bleed the system. I'm gonna make sure it's good. I have my 5/16 hose right here, which is what you need. And what you're gonna want to do is, this is the bleeding port for the supercharger for the cooler on the bottom, so where all the coolant runs through. So you run a hose from here to the tank, and then you just let the car run, and you let it run for about 10-15 minutes while watching the temperature. I'm gonna have my brother do that, and then you monitor it, and then you just kind of let it run. You give it some gas, some throttle, so the pump can spin it, and then hopefully it'll, in theory, it should, you know, do its thing. But oh, also before I forget, you take this off, the air thing or whatever it is, and you have to clamp this hose, this first hose right here. You have to clamp it off, because that hose runs to the intercooler pump. So I got the vice grips. Go ahead and oh my goodness, come on. Of course, it's always something with this thing. Oh, what the heck? Okay, it's clamped off, so in theory it shouldn't do anything. Actually, let me move it down a little bit more. There we go. Now it's clamped off right there, as you guys can see. So then we take this off, and it's probably going to spill some coolant out. That's why we're going to get our little nifty hose out. Ready? Yep, there it is. So we leave this here, run it in there. Let me see. And go fire it up. Oh yeah, my bad. I think I have them. Sorry everybody, trying to find the keys. So stay inside, open the windows, and you're gonna monitor the coolant temp, okay? If it starts going up a lot, then we have an issue. So as you guys can see, it's gonna run in here as soon as he fires it up. How is it looking right now before you start it? How's the temp? Oh, as you guys can see, it's already going. Oh. Okay, there's no bubbles, so I'm gonna let this run for a while. I don't like that there's water in it though. That's what's kind of concerning to me. Let me go see the temp inside. Oh. I think the coolant light might come on again. No? Turn the AC on. Flip the other side all the way down. turn it on. Oh, there's the coolant light. Okay, so our fan is not turning on. Okay. That might just be our issue right there. Did you click the AC off button? Is it on? No.
It's on.
Oh, click that button. AC off right there. There you go. Nope, fan's still not turning on. So I don't know. I think our issue might be the coolant fan. I think that might be our issue. What I can tell. All right, let me investigate more and I'll get back to you guys. What's up, everybody? So this is finally gonna be the conclusion to the video, and I'll kind of explain what's going on. I know this has been a very weird video. I apologize. This is probably one of my weakest. Let's see if I can stand behind here so I can hide from the wind. This is probably one of my weakest videos. It was just, this is my first time working on the transmission like this, or yeah, on this transmission. I didn't want to mess it up, so I wasn't too focused on filming, but I still kind of wanted to give you guys some content. I know it's been 2 weeks since the last video, and I said I was going to start uploading, but I was actually sick with COVID, so yeah, I mean, I can't really film when I'm in my bed not feeling well, with you know, coughing pretty bad. So yeah, nonetheless, forget about that. What I do want to talk about though is in this final part of the video, to this transmission and now this overheating problem, I figured out what the problem is. Well, as you guys can see, there's something missing from the AMG, and that would be the cooling fan. So yeah, cooling fan is not present as of right now because, well, it's right there. Yeah. So I figured out at least what I think is going on is that when this is in the car, when the fan is in the car itself, these hoses right here, that hose right there, and then this one and those kind of push the housing in towards the radiator, obviously to hold it together. And I think what's going on, since the housing's broken, it flaps around. So because now it's not supported well, it's holding the fan itself from spinning. Like when it was in the vehicle, I couldn't spin the fan. I tried manually spinning it and it wouldn't move. So I'm thinking that it couldn't spin, obviously, if they can't turn on because it's blocked. It won't cool the engine. That's why I started overheating. So I hope that's it. That seems to be it. Today's Tuesday. Let me check the date actually. Today's Tuesday. It's August 17th. And on Saturday, just because I work all week and I don't have the chance, I'm going to go to the junkyard and I'm probably going to pull a fan, because from what I found, this is the same fan as of out of an E500 as well. So I know there's a couple of them in the junkyard, the same body style. Yeah, I know they're not AMGs, but that's not an AMG fan. The part number matches with all the regular W211s from 2003 to 2006 pre-facelift. Actually, you know what? That fan looks exactly the same as well. So that fan might even be the same. So any 211 seems to share the same fan. So I'm going to go pull the fan out. Obviously, before I do anything, I'm going to see if the part numbers match and everything. I don't want to just spend money. But yeah, that, and then I got to get this thing because it's, yeah, all busted. But I didn't film taking this off because I was just pissed off, because I think I broke the fan accidentally by kick. No, never mind. I think a rock hit it while I was driving, and I probably should have done a better job. But I'm also going to see if I can find the, what is it called? The, like the under covers, the plastic covers underneath, just because, hopefully to prevent that from ever happening again because a rock hit it. But yeah, so I just want to give you guys an update of what's going on. So that's what seems to be going on right now. No fan. I unplugged the battery. So car's gonna sit here till Saturday, and hopefully Saturday when I get a new fan, we plug it all up and then we can finally take it on its maiden voyage, and hopefully it'll drive fine, it'll ship fine, not overheat, and then I can start driving this car again, because I fucking miss driving this car. I've been driving the R class, but I want to drive my freaking AMG. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys all for kind of keeping or bearing with me with this video. I know it's been very hit and miss and weird and one. I just hope that some of you got an update to the car again and kind of saw that this issue, if you have the same car, whether, even if it's not an AMG, whether it's just a 211 chassis car, E500, E320, E320 CDI. They use the same transmission from 2003 to 2006. Like I said before, that's different, so I'm not really going to cover that. It's a different transmission. But the transmission seems to be, the 722.6 is a bulletproof transmission. Knock on knock on wood. I don't want to jinx myself, but yeah, hopefully, and I'm saying this hopefully, what the heck, hopefully once we do all this, everything's gonna be fine. The car's gonna drive great. It's gonna, you know, everything's gonna be good. The oil or the fluid that was in the transmission was really nasty. It's really dark, but it doesn't smell burnt. So I did put brand new Mercedes oil in it. That's about 5 quarts right there. So I gotta actually check it again before I drive it, because I ran it up to temp and one day I spoke to my dad. He kind of told me check the oil again. Then I have to go drive and then check the oil again just to make sure everything's okay. You obviously don't want to be low on oil in the transmission. That's bad. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know this might be a little long one, but this weekend, if the car's everything's good and whatnot, I'm gonna finally do my review of it. I'm almost at 1,000 miles, so yeah, do the review, the 5 things I love, 5 things I hate. So I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for more AMG content. Oh, and a little sneak peek, I found the previous owner of this car on Instagram, and I've been talking to him. So yeah, I know he's kind of giving me a little rundown of what's been done to it, but I'm gonna keep that a secret until the review so you guys can see that. So yeah, and I'm also getting a tune for it soon. So yeah, all right, you guys all have a great day.